Welcome back, guys, to another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video. Today we're going to be going over some of the awesome stuff coming to us this weekend, and one of them could be a very lapis-shattering event. We're getting a global exclusive unforeseen collaboration with the Deus Ex Mankind Divided franchise. So we'll go over the banner here, the featured summon, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, limited time only banner. Okay, we're gonna have two 5-star bases, both 7-star maxes, and a 4-star base and a 3-star base. We have Adam Jensen and Victor here, and then we have Kohler and Frank, you know, taking up the non-5-star banner slot. So this comes out this Friday, August 24th, and it's got a lapis step up here. So the first step is 1500 lapis. It gives you a 4-star guaranteed unit, and it's 4 units total. So it's 3, I would say, normal, you know, blue or higher crystals, and then the one is the 4-star guaranteed there. Step 2 is 3500 lapis. Gives you a 4-star guaranteed crystal, and it's 7 units plus 1. So just like the first one, but with 4 extra, you know, normal summons. Step 3 is 5000. It's a normal 10 plus 1 pull and gives you a 5% trust mogul. Step 4 is 5000 lapis, is a normal 10 plus 1 summon and gives you a 10% trust mogul. And then step 5 gives you either Adam or Victor guaranteed on top of the 10 plus 1 there. So that's pretty awesome. It's a time limited banner. Being able to get one or the other for the time limited banner is very nice. The other steps though, step 3, step 4, not the greatest. Step 2 and step 1, they give you less than usual. You know, they're not 10 plus 1s, but they also cost a lot less than usual. Step 2, we saw like something very recent to this with the FFBE 7-star celebratory step up, where the first step up was a 10 plus 1 for 3K. This is a 7 plus 1 for 3.5K. Now, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, global original Adam Jensen here. Super Trust Mastery, Jensen's Trench Coat, attack plus 35, defense plus 20, spirit plus 20, enable SWAT Specialist. SWAT Specialist boosts your attack when you're equipped with a gun. Okay, and as you can see from his stats here, he's got 406 attack, so he's gonna have some, you know, raw attack passives in his kit. Now, the cool thing here, the Trust Master reward. This is earth-shattering, lapis-breaking. Even JP does not have something as easily accessible for true dual wield as we can get from Adam Jensen's TF29 Agent TMR. Most true dual wield TMRs are super TMRs, so you need to get 4 units. This is a normal TMR. We'll have to see the numbers on it, but it's boost equipment attack with armed with 2 one-handed weapons, and boost your attack when equipped with a gun, sword, fist, or throwing weapon. So you can get true dual wield for some of the more common types of sword and fist weapons. Yeah, ion arm and some strong swords, maybe some guns, you know, as well. But it's got true dual wield on top of that. You can't stack it, but we'll have to see what the numbers are on it. This could be absolutely game breaking and allow true dual wield to become existent in the meta way sooner than it was ever supposed to over here in global. Now, its featured abilities got focus enhancement, boosts attack by 50%, and boosts his damage when using certain abilities. Okay, Nano Blade, deal damage to one enemy and power up with consecutive uses. This is nice because he's going to be built around being a dual wield unit, so he's going to stack these Nano Blades up very, very fast. And then Titan activates a barrier for himself. All right, the next unit here is Victor here, and as you can see, he's pretty tanky. He's a pretty tanky boy. 226 spirit, 312 defense, and 6,930 HP. These are their 7-star stats. Keep that in mind. Now, his super TMR is Marchenko's Secrets. Boost defense when equipped with heavy armor and nullify, sleep, paralyze, confuse, and stone. All right, his Trust Master here is Energy Converter. Boost your HP and defense by your HP by 20%, your defense by 30%, and restore HP and MP each turn. So it's decent there. You can stack this, so that's pretty nice to know. Although the HP regen shouldn't stack, but the MP regen should stack. A featured ability's got Augmented Titan. Use 1 every 3 turns, so it's a cooldown skill with a 3-turn cooldown. Activates a barrier, reducing physical damage taken. Okay, and temporarily increased chance of being targeted for caster for 2 turns. All right, activate barrier. I don't know what activate barrier means, if that's in there for flavor or whatnot, or if it gives you an HP barrier. It doesn't really say. These got takedown, damage to enemy, confrontation, temporarily increase the chance of being targeted, and decrease damage taken for 5-turn provoke with some damage reduction on it as well. Is extremely powerful. We'll have to see what the rest of these 2 units kits are though, as we will gain access to those probably around Thursday, unless we get an early maintenance on Wednesday. But Deus Ex Mankind Divided here, we've got Kohler, 4-star base, 6-star max, Time Machine Secrets, boost your attack and HP by 20%, and boost your physical evasion by 5%. So if you're missing like a 5% dodge still. Maybe you can get, you know, a Kohler here and level her up, get her TMR. 5% isn't 10, but maybe you're missing 5. Maybe you didn't get one of those 5% event items, and that's all you need. Or maybe you use it with new Tetrasulfide 3-star who has 5% dodge. You get another 5 there, you're good to go. Featured abilities: controversial augmentations, reduce lightning resistance to one enemy, and then add lightning element to your own physical attacks, and enable full augmentation potential for 3 turns, which we don't know what full augmentation potential does quite yet, but we can look forward to seeing that kind of stuff in the future. Augmentation, fortification, gradually restores own HP for 3 turns, boosts own defense and spirit, and enable black marker augmentations for 1 turn. Pretty decent. The defensive enhancements boost defense and spirit for 1 ally and damage all enemies next turn. So pretty interesting, although I don't see him being super useful. And then we have Frank here. Poor Frank, 3-star base, 5-star max, Trust Master reward there, cerebral augmentation, boost HP and MP by 15%, and lightning resistance by 20%. Not the greatest as we head into the 7-star meta here, or even in the 6-star meta. I wouldn't really say, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. But maybe if you need some more lightning resistance, look forward to this. Now, that's our target. You really owe me one. An X-head of cybersecurity. That's our target. Boost physical damage against machina monsters for 3 turns to 1 ally. Maybe useful. I know why they're coming out with these units all probably have machine killer because we're getting a certain trial this week as well. You really owe me one. Reduce damage taken for all allies for 3 turns. So it's like a spread shield type effect. Hopefully it'd be like 30%. X-head of cybersecurity, reduces lightning resistance for all enemies and add lightning to physical attack for 1 ally. So he's got lightning imbue as well. So he's like a 3-star base, 5-star max version of Dash post enhancement. So that's pretty interesting there. Maybe you can make some use out of him with some non-elemental weapons. Now, the event that they come with is the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Deus Ex Mankind Divided collab. It's going to be a raid event, so get your raid orbs ready. Yes, this means that we should have access to a raid and maybe Item World at the same time, although I can't remember when Item World actually ends, if it's 1 week or 2 weeks. The raid event here starts on Friday, ends on Thursday the 13th of September. All right, so it looks like we're gonna get some lipsticks here. No, that's not lipsticks. We're gonna get some items to craft some stuff from the raid as per usual, as well as all the nice benefits of a usual raid. We get some new weapons, and we'll go over a couple of things here. We have the Linebacker G87S or MSGL, 100 attack, fire elemental, 2-handed weapon, and it is a gun here. So 100 attack, not the highest thing, but it is fire elemental. So if you're doing some sort of true double hand build with guns, and the enemy is weak to fire, you might want to think about making the Linebacker G87. Now, he's got Nuke Virus software as a craftable item here as well. It's an accessory with 15 attack and gives you Nuke Virus software as a passive, which boosts your physical damage to machine monsters. So it's a machine killer accessory. We'll have to see what the percent on that is. If it's 50%, it's going to be absolutely insane, and definitely something that you're going to want to make, because be best in slot for any sort of fight where you're going up against a machine monster most of the time. Then we got the SOW here, attack plus 10. Lightning elemental enables machine killer plus, and it's a 2-handed weapon. I wonder if this is supposed to be attack plus 100, but it could be attack plus 10. If so, it's going to be absolutely terrible in the future, where we'll get to it in a different video, but they basically in JP are making a change to the damage calculation where unless your attack on your weapons over a certain amount, you get penalized for it. So we'll talk about that and about game design and how that's probably not the best answer to a lot of things over there. Now we have the EMP grenade as a thrown weapon, Titan as an accessory, and the Zenith Zap as another gun here. Outside of that, though, it's going to be your traditional raid. You'll be able to get Trust Moogles. You should be able to summon Trust Moogles and stuff like that. Yep, and 4-star tickets out of the raid. Low drop rate, but they're there, as well as the ever so popular Cactars and Gill Snappers, as well as items to forge said weapons we just went over. Now, in addition to that event, though, we're going to get a couple more trials. We're going to get a new quest has arrived, which is an old quest in a new form, okay? We're going to get Anthanola Reborn. The fearsome foe in the far plane grows ever stronger. Just like before, it's going to give you a weapon that's a buffed version of the previous trial. Like the easier Anthanola trial gave you the Thorn Mace. This is going to give you Thorn Mace plus, attack plus 117, gives you a chance of poisoning and petrifying, and enables Man-Eater plus. So if you guys are arena fanatics, this is going to be absolutely fantastic for your arena, because it's Man-Eater plus, so it boosts physical and magic damage. So if you're using mages that can use flails or maces or whatever they're called in the arena, you're gonna get bonus damage there. And if you're using physical damage, you still get bonus damage. And if you're using physical attacks, you're gonna poison and petrify everyone. So this is gonna be fantastic in the arena, and maybe even a very nice item when dual wielding against certain bosses. Or I know it doesn't have magic on it, but it's got 75% magic damage bonus versus mans. Get the mans, eat them like that. All right, so missions completion rewards, we get some trust moves, another rare summon ticket, and then we get Plant Killer Plus. Finally, we get Plant Killer Plus. So when we finally go fight some plants, 75% more damage with physical and magical damage. So this is gonna be, you know, it's not like, oh wow, the crazy Antinol, but it does give you some nice stuff. It gives you Man Eater Plus on a weapon and Plant Killer Plus on a materia. So think about those. It's gonna expand your options when gearing up to do different raid fights and trial fights. So we have a new quest here, the Harbinger, or the Ancient Hellbringer, not Harbinger, the Ancient Hellbringer Omega. All right, muster all your power to achieve victory. This guy's gonna be pretty tough, but doable. All right, so he's a machine, so you want to use Machine Killer. He's vulnerable to lightning attacks, and JP is 300% weak to lightning. He starts the fight off with an AoE fire attack against your whole party preemptively, so you do need to bring a bunch of fire resistant equipment for this battle. Okay, there's 3 different difficulties: Advanced, Pro, and Elite. So if you can't really beat the Elite one, or you want to try your strategy against like an easier than the Elite version, you can do that. The reward here is going to be the Omega Medal, attack and magic plus 35 with HP and MP plus 10%. Pretty decent. By the time you can beat him, might not be the greatest thing for you, but it's going to be pretty decent. And then he's got Lapis, some Trust Mastery right here, 10% Moogle. And then if you use 2 or more Limit Bursts, you get the Panzer Omega, which reduces lightning resistance by 75% and boosts defense and spirit by 40%. This is a passive minus 75% lightning resistance to your character while you have this equipped. And then if you evoke an Esper, you get to use Wave Cannon. 1 use every 2 turns, so it's a cooldown skill you can give to any player, any unit. Deal partial unmitigated damage to all enemies and reduce their defense and spirit. So I think it was like I can't remember, like a 50% defense and spirit break, might have been higher than that, and it was like a 9-point multiplier, 10-point multiplier, something crazy like that. So yeah, Omega weapon is going to be pretty difficult. It's going to be a pretty difficult dance. Maybe we'll do it on stream when he comes out. But outside of that, there's an issue report where people, you know, were fusing Moogles together. Okay, and that's it. But get ready for the Deus Ex Mankind Divided event in Raid. It's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how well true dual wield units will be doing after this comes out. If you can get your hands on an Adam Jensen and get his TMR, that could be exceptionally powerful. If it's like 40% true dual wield and like another, you know, 40% per weapon type, oh, ooh, you're gonna be strong for a long time. So that's it for this one, guys. If you want to see more content, hit that sub button so you can get notified when my content is released. If you want to see previous content, the playlist section is where you want to be, and I'll see you guys until the next one.